Okay, today's video is based on one of the best superheroes out there, Batman. So I was working at my day job. I'm not a full-time artist yet, so subscribe to make that happen. I would really appreciate it. But his wife absolutely loves Batman. I walked into one of their rooms. I'm like, hey, I could do that whole wall in a Batman mural. And he was like, no way, that's so cool. Anyway, fast forward to a couple months later, and here we go. We're about to do the mural, and I've got to come up with the concept art. And they wanted a little bit more of a vintage look to the Batman, more of the comic style. So they got me a few example pictures, but we're gonna hop into the iPad and create some concept art. So let's do it. Okay, we are on our way to the location. Gotta make a quick stop by Home Depot, grab some wall paint and some supplies so we can protect our carpet since there's carpet on the floor. And yeah, so let's skip to that. The Home Depot. Something cool about Behr paint at Home Depot, you can get these cool sample bottles that cost about a little over $7. And what's so cool about them is they're cheap, but they last for such a long time, and they did great on this project. For the black and gray paint, since I used a lot of it, I wanted a little bit more of a higher quality, so I didn't have to do as many coats. And so I did this Dynasty, the higher quality Behr paint that they have, and it also works amazing. And then for the final touch-ups, I love the Montana acrylic paint markers. I'll put these down in the description. They're so good. And of course, for this mural, instead of a projector or a doodle grid, I will be using the VR headset. Now this thing has honestly been so sweet to do my murals with. The software I used was Contour. I hear there's also one I think called Stencils. This was a little bit difficult to use. I couldn't figure out how to permanently keep it in one position. If my headset turned off, I'd have to move it around and reposition it. I believe 1000 also has a video where he uses the VR headset, and I think he does use Stencil. Definitely need to give that a try next time to see if it works better than Contour. I noticed depending on the color, the sample paints needed about 2 to 3 layers, especially the greens and purples. So if you're using this, be prepared to do a couple layers on them to make them look really high quality. So my mural or painting process normally starts with the back layer, and then I do all the base coats of all my colors in the image as you're seeing here. And after that, I do all of the shading and the final lines to make it really pop out of the wall. So we finished the mural, and right before I show you these final shots, I would love it if you subscribed. It would really help me out. But here we go, ready for the final reveal.